What's going on, everybody who is joining us live? And those of you who are not joining us live, we're just waiting for everybody to get on in here into the live stream. Boosted is first. What's up, Boosted? Mr. Boosted SRS, one of our premium pros. I'm just going to post a link in the Discord. For those of you not joining us live, just bear with us. Just give me another minute as we get everybody in here. The Gadget says, I think he's getting his tea ready for the class. You're not wrong. I was getting my tea ready and my smoothie. What's up, Steven Ibanez? Everybody likes to be first, but the first one was Mr. Boosted. Boosted SRS 13. You get some bonus raffle tickets first in the chat. What's going on, Steve? What's going on, Kev Kid, Nikki, Joss, Elisa, Josh again. Oh, the Gadget Boosteds. Here we got Adam, we got Matster, Anita, Durham Dad. If your YouTube name is not your Discord name, I will be asking some questions for raffle tickets. Just make sure you include your Discord name so you can get those tickets as well. For those of you who have, like Kev Cave and Matster, since you guys have the same, Durham Dad, you have the same YouTube name as your Discord name, is not a big deal. You guys are good. Yeah, Yvonne's has been killing it with the raffles. I'm just giving everybody a chance to join. What's up, Michael? I don't know, Boosted. I just found this random. It's like some non-copyright song that I found that I can play on YouTube. Alright. I think that we have enough people in here. What's going on, Penny Boys and Gals? Welcome to the stream. This is our Thursday live stream. We do this every Thursday if you are joining us for the first time at 9:30 p.m. Eastern Time Zone. We go over the homework, we got some raffle tickets, and we have a good time. What's going on? The Dude, Master, Boosted, Josh, Michael, Ebon. Ebon actually has been killing it on the raffles. He's won 2 times. They've won 2 times in a row. Just going to adjust this real quick. There we go. All right, so let's just go over the homework. This week we were doing our trading strategies class. We went over risk reward ratio. We went over risk management. You guys are getting an echo? You shouldn't be. Give me 1 second. Let me see why. Is that just on Josh's side, or is everyone else getting that echo as well? All right, cool. All right, Josh, I guess that's something on your end. Maybe just try to exit out and come back in. Anyway, so welcome to the stream, everybody. So we're going to be going over the homework today. I hope that you guys are enjoying PBU so far. You enjoyed this week's classes, going over all the risk, reward ratio, all that stuff. I know that everyone wants to do charting. That is in 2 weeks. We'll be going over all the different indicators, all the different candle patterns and all that fun stuff. So, but first, you got to learn how to walk before you learn how to run, which is what we did the trading psychology strategies. We went over the Discord and all that. So let's go into the homework. All right. So first up, we're just going to see who got 100% on homework number 13, and the people who got 100% get 5 raffle tickets for homework number 13, and that is Ebon, Big Daddy, NHM, Jax Lee, Istra, Nikki, Janeo, Kika, Agent Penguin, Boosted, Imagine Ching, LL, PL Bennett, Desrefu, F Torres 3906, Nick 6, and Casual Pete. So congratulations to all of you. You have got 5 raffle tickets for homework number 13, and we're going to go ahead and just go over those really quick. So the first question, what is the goal of risk management? 100% people got that right. It's to have your wins outweigh your losses. As far as risk management goes, obviously you cannot win every play. That's just not how stocks work. There are going to be some losses, just like, when you're playing any sport, like whether it be like baseball, you're going to get a couple strikes. So it doesn't mean that you're not a good hitter, you're not a good batter if you get 1 strike. It just means that you got a strike. Same thing as losses. It's part of the game, but the goal is to have your losses outweigh your wins. Have your wins outweigh your losses, sorry. So the second question, how can you diversify your portfolio? And we had a whole bunch of different answers here, but the correct answer is all the above. So you can diversify as far as the amount of stocks you're in. So as opposed to going all in on one stock, you can kind of diversify, going in 10% onto each stock, have like a bunch of different stocks. That way if one stock goes down, the rest of your portfolio stays afloat. You can diversify as far as the style of trading goes, meaning swings or day trades, options. Maybe you don't want to get into like 8-day trades all at once. Maybe you want to do a couple swings, a couple options, a couple of retirement plays, maybe a day trade here and there. And then as far as Penny Boys goes, you can diversify as far as the alerter goes, because we have 2 alerters, Lee and we have Big Quench, and they are both amazing at what they do, but they're also both very, very, very different traders. Just like everyone in general, we're all different traders, which is why we do these PBU classes, so you can learn how to be your own trader and how you can trade, because everyone is different. You can't just be playing follow the leader all the time. And yes, we have Lee, who does the more a little bit on the longer term, longer swings, beaten down plays. And then Big Quench has those quicker swings and day trades. One's based off of volume, market sentiment, news, earnings, and all that good stuff. Which one is a sector? We have airports, train stations, materials, or weed. It looks like a couple people said weed, but the correct answer is materials. All these other ones are not sectors, which we did go over in class number 13 right here. So we have all the different sectors. If you do want to go over it, we go over all the different type of sectors right here in that class in the handout, as well as in the video, and tells you how the sectors work. All right, so these are companies whose products are bought with discretionary income, which means they're not day-to-day necessities, such as hotels, restaurants, and luxury goods. Some examples being Carnival Cruise, Grubhub, and Party City. What am I? And the answer is consumer discretionary. And everyone got that one right. Or most people got that right. We have, so using 3% in each play would it be concentration or diversification? The answer is diversification. Like we went over in the homework, some people want to, we have, like, as far as trading goes, there are a lot of people who tell you do this, do that, do the other thing. Everyone says something different, but ultimately, it's up to you what you decide to do. You can either diversify your portfolio, which means go into a bunch of different plays, or you can try to concentrate, which means only concentrating on a few plays. A lot of people say that the concentration method only works if you are really, 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 really good at reading the charts, because it's really easy to fail if you're only in a few plays, because if you're in 3 plays, all 3 of those plays don't do well, your whole portfolio is going down. At Penny Boys, we recommend around 7% and no more than 15% of your portfolio per trade. It's also recommended to have around 20-30% cash on the side in case of a special circumstance. And we did go over this in PBU class number 4. It is our bankroll strategy, and our bankroll strategy is that we recommend around 10% and no more than 15% of your portfolio per trade. So this is actually false. So congratulations to the 15 of y'all who got that right. Lee typically does day trades and short swings. That is false. He typically does longer swings and the beaten down plays. This would actually be true about Big Quench. If you work 9 to 5 or prefer long-term stocks, you should look into lease plays or retirement plays. And the answer is both, because retirement plays are those 3 months to 6 months to even a year. Plays the ones that you kind of just put into your portfolio, just never really have to look at it again. I personally use my Robinhood account to do that as far as the retirement plays go. You can, it's up to you what you want to do. I like using Robinhood for retirement plays. That way I don't have to look at it. I can use my Webull for my swings, my day trades, and then just kind of have my Robinhood just on the side, just not even bother with it. That's just me personally. Whatever works for you. And then Lee's plays are on the not as long as retirement plays typically, but they're more on the longer side as far as swings go because of the stocks that got beaten down, and they're kind of waiting for that run up to go back to where they should be trading at. So usually it's an overreaction. So it's trading up here, something happens, whether it be news or whatever, it goes down here. But everyone got scared. They sold down here, even though they should have maybe only sold down here. So we're hoping that it comes back up. So before we get into the homework answers and give away some more tickets, let's do some bonus raffle tickets. So the first question, we'll just do what we normally do, and we'll be guessing what is in this. What did I put in my smoothie? All you gotta do is answer. You gotta put three things. I have like 10 things in here. So if you put 3 of them, you'll get bonus tickets. First one to get 3 correct gets the tickets. In the meantime, I'm just gonna read the chat really quick, see if I missed anything. What's going on? Gregory, how's it going? Kids are in bed. It's a 2-hour delay for school tomorrow. All right, there you go. Let's see. Oh, COVID is the reason why there's a delay, huh? Yeah, Josh forgot what day it was. It is Thursday. The homework is Tuesday, Wednesday. So whoever gets 3, kale, banana, and apple. Close. Oh, banana, strawberry, kale. All right, Ebon. Ebon gets the bonus tickets. And these tickets go to the raffle. We do our raffle every Monday for $25 cash. And at the end of the end of the month, we give away $100, $75, $50, and $25 cash. And if you don't know how that works, just go to the Penny Boys raffle area. That's going to be right here. So you go to the Penny Boys raffle, you go up here to the pinned messages, and this will show you how you can get into the raffle and how you can win cash. And when I say cash, we're not sending you cash in the mail. That'd be silly. We are doing Zelle. We can do, I think it's what, let's see, we have Zelle, Google Pay, Cash App, PayPal. So if you won, that's how you'll get paid. It's just as good as cash. You can spend it on whatever you like. He really likes this kale. But yeah, I get this little, it's like a kale spinach blend thing from Stop and Shop. All right, so let's get into the homework questions, the non-multiple choice homework. So the first question is, how have you been diversifying your portfolio in the past, and after this class, what will you be doing in the future? Shushi says, I typically go in on different stocks than I probably should. So they're saying they usually get into too many stocks. I try to make sure I buy into different sectors. Tech and pharma are pretty easy to find. COVID, such as COVID stocks like Zoom and Teladoc, stocks that are related to the COVID crash and go up when news comes out, and non-COVID stocks like CCL, AMC, which are hoping that COVID goes away so they can go up. After this class, what will I do in the future? Well, I've actually been trying to consolidate lately, and I've been in way too many stocks in the past, is what Shushi is saying. So that's one way of diversifying, is just make sure you're not into too many stocks. Because it goes both ways. You don't want to be in too little stocks. You don't want to be in only one stock with like 100% of your portfolio. At the same time, you also don't want to be in too many stocks, because in that there is also such thing as diversifying too much as far as the amount of stocks you get into go. Because it might just be too hard to follow. Like, if you're in like 20 stocks, like who has time to keep up with all those stocks? Unless it's an investment account. And remember, investing and trading are two different things. Trading, you're in, you're out. Whereas investing, you can put in 20 stocks and just not look at it. That's fine. But what we're doing here is trading. And if you're in a bunch of stocks, it can get overwhelming, and you might be spreading your portfolio too thin and not be able to get enough profit on the stocks that you're in because you're just spread too thin. Boosted says, one way that I have been diversifying my portfolio is based off the stock sectors. I limit myself to a maximum of only 2 stocks for each sector. So regardless if there is a hot alert that is almost guaranteed to make profit, if I am already in 2 stocks for that sector, I don't get in it. It keeps me from becoming overwhelmed and being in too many plays, like we just talked about before. Another thing this does is forces me to do even more research and due diligence. And one thing that I would like to slowly integrate into my plan is adding into my retirement positions for every X amount of day or swing place I'm in. I think with the excitement that comes with trading, especially day trading, it makes it easy to overlook and miss out on opportunities for good buy-ins and starter positions with our retirement plays. So 100% correct boosted. Yeah, so this boosters are already getting, already doing the sector diversification, only 2 stocks per sector. That's really smart. That way, because if you're in 5 stocks and all 5 of them are technology stocks and technology takes a big hit in general, well, then you might as well just be in one technology stock because all your stocks are most likely going to go down. So you want to make sure you're diversifying your sectors. And also as far as diversifying goes, what Boost is saying he's going to be working on is diversifying as far as the types of plays that you're in. Meaning it can be day trades, swing trades, retirement plays. It is good to be in a bunch of different types of plays. One strategy, like I said, whatever you do is up to you, but one strategy might be using your profits from your swing trades and your day trades and just throwing that into a retirement account and just keep adding that up into a retirement account and just investing long term with your profits, which is basically in theory free money. And in order to get those profits, you got to be following a trading plan, be trading smart, which is why we're here in PBU. Ebon says, I've been using concentration by only concentrating on a few stocks and only putting in 10% of my portfolio into each play, which is what I do personally myself. I also diversify by using both Lee and Quench's alerts. After today, I will use the heat map more often to see how different sectors are doing so that I can keep my plays in different sectors that are doing well and avoid sectors that are red at that point in time. So that's really smart. So Ebon is doing the correct diversification as far as the amount of stocks that they're getting into, doing around 10% per play, and also correct as far as diversifying the alerter goes, because he's getting into a little bit, or they're getting into a little bit of Lee's and Quench's alerts, because it is good to try to, depending on what your schedule might be, but I personally like to diversify that, or at the very least just be aware that, Lee does the longer plays and Quench does the shorter plays. So like me personally, I might do 2 Lee's plays just so I don't have to worry about it too much while I trade Quench's plays. And the heat map on FinViz is a great tool for anyone who doesn't know how that works. You just go to finviz.com. It's right there. Oh, that's not good. And it shows you how the market's been doing as a whole in a color-friendly way, kind of like easy in the eyes. If you see red, it means the market's probably doing red. You see green, it means the market's doing green. You can also look at the NASDAQ and the S&P and the Dow as far as the charts go up here. That's the heat map, so it's good to be able to know what stocks or what sectors are doing well, which ones are not. So that's that's homework number 13 as far as the non-multiple choice questions go. Someone typed to Mohammed. I guess they can't hear anything. Just tell them to unmute. I don't know. Just tell them that it is working. I would do it, but they can't hear me. So yeah, Michael's completely right. That heat map did not look very friendly. That was a pretty red heat map. So be careful with be aware of how the sectors are doing. Maybe your portfolio is being is going red. You might get emotional. Oh no, like what's going on? What did I do wrong? But then you look at the heat map. You're like, oh, it's every stock is going red. Maybe some huge news came out. So it's good to be able to use the heat map and use the sectors to your advantage as far as just keeping your emotions in check goes. Thank you, Josh. You know what? Let's get Josh. Josh, what is your Discord name? Subby Snacks says, at first I was getting disappointed. I didn't pick the 100% runner alert, so I tried taking them all, and that did not work. Yeah, honestly, another thing about emotions is the whole FOMO thing. A lot of people say, they see in the chat rooms like, oh, great alert, 100%. Oh, this alert, everyone's like posting fire and emojis and rockets, and sometimes it's good just to, and we went over this in the psychology classes, but it's good to just kind of take a break from the chat rooms. If maybe you're in a couple swings that are taking a little bit longer, just take a break from looking at all the the stock talk and all that stuff and watching everyone else make money, because you're not trading against other traders. You're only trading against your past self. The only person you want to be better at in trading is who you were a week ago or a month ago. The gadget, right? Get some points for the gadget. All right. So let's get into the next homework. All right. So 100% on homework number 14. 5 tickets each. Boosted SRS 13. F. Torres. Imagine Ching. Dr. Nick 6. LL. No Whammies. Ocean. Janeo. Scrotus McDingle. Shushi or Shushi. The More No Fit. Redemption. We have Istra, Casual Pete, Agent Penguin, and Salvador Girl. So congratulations to all of you. You just got 5 raffle tickets for getting 100% on the homework number 14. And let's go over homework number 14. Whoops, there we go. All right, so what is a risk to reward ratio? And the correct answer, which 80% of the class got correct, is having a predetermined stop loss and take profit percentage. So it doesn't matter what it is, but as long as you know what it is before getting into the trade, that's all that matters. Making sure your reward is bigger than your risk is kind of is half right, but the reason that we do the risk reward ratio is to manage our risk. As far as like making sure your reward is bigger than your risk, as you can see here, you can have a risk that's higher than reward and still be a good risk reward ratio. It just means you need to win more plays or do better on more plays. So you can have more risk than reward, or you can have more reward than risk. So that's really up to you and your trading plan, your risk tolerance, maybe your confidence as far as the plays go. What minimum percentage do you need to win? Do you need as a win rate with a 2-to-1 ratio to be profitable? And the answer is 67%. And just a quick tip is I don't put anything in the homework that you can't find in the handouts. So 2-to-1 ratio, you just go to the handout. First thing you see right here, 2-to-1 ratio, 67%. So there you go. So definitely check those handouts while you're doing the homework. Yeah, and I'm not trying to really trick you guys. It's in the handouts. I'm happy when when PBU people get those raffle wins. If you win and lose the same amount of plays and you're still even, you have a blank ratio, 1-to-1 ratio, which means that you have the same risk as your reward. Meaning, let's just say your risk is, you want to set a stop loss at 10%. That means you're setting a take profit at 10%. It could be 5%, 5%, 7%, 7%, whatever it is. It's 1-to-1. And all that means is you have to win more than you lose, and you would become profitable overall. You can only set your stop loss when you're in 100% of your intended position, and that is false. You can do whenever you like. If you want, you can do it right off the bat. You can get into a play, enter 10% into a play, and then you can set your stop loss. But chances are you're going to be stopping out of a lot of plays really fast, and if that happens, those stop outs will add up over time, and also you just won't give yourself enough of a chance to be profitable on the plays. So you should know your risk to reward before entering a play, and everyone got that correct. Yeah, you don't want to be halfway into the play and be like, all right, I'm going to put a stop loss at this percentage. You want to know what your risk reward ratio is, like when you're setting a stop and when you're setting a take profit, and what your plan is prior to getting into the play. It's like in just anything in general, any kind of sport, anything in life. You want to have a plan before you start doing whatever you're doing. Like in any job that you're in, you're not just going to just wing it. You're going to, you guys plan ahead of time. Like for instance, football, the quarterback doesn't say hike and then says, all right, guys, this is what we're going to do while they're running the play. No, they determine the play ahead of time. All right, so now let's see. We'll do the answers here. Does anyone here know what their risk to reward ratio might be, or does anyone use risk to reward ratio already prior to this class? And if not, then what do you think that you feel comfortable with, and why, as far as risk to reward ratio? And I'll give out some tickets to some of the good answers, some of the best answers. Let's see. Oh, yes. Make sure, like Subby Stack says, going on the record, I submitted 14 before you went over it. I'd go over them at 3 p.m. Eastern time zone, no earlier than 3 p.m. Eastern time zone. Sometimes I'll do it a little bit later. You guys get lucky. But 3 p.m. Eastern time zone for Thursday is like the cutoff time, or I guess like when it's due. And what else are people saying? So we have... Lawrence says, that's me, 100%. The chat rooms are fun like stock twits, but I trade better without distraction. Yeah, I mean, just like anything, it's like, if you're reading a book, you don't want like 17 people trying to, yell at you at this, just like anything. It's harder to distract. Like in baseball, the pitchers, they might get flustered because of the crowd. It's kind of like the same thing. It's kind of like getting flustered by the crowd is letting the chat rooms get the best of you. Vitalik Matso says, I'm a college student. Can't wait to start your homework. So you got homework at college and here. Homework isn't technically graded. It's just this, it's just for raffle tickets. The quizzes are what are graded, and that's what determines whether or not you become a PBU graduate. Get into the PBU graduate chats, because we'll have our own little chat. I'll have videos specifically for the graduates, advanced trading, and we'll do our own little live streams just so the people who know what they're doing. It won't be, you won't have to worry about all the the beginner questions. You'll be in the graduate area. You'll be getting that special treatment, I guess. But everyone gets treated especially here in PBU. Let's see. Yeah, and Josh is correct. I do post a little like an hour, 45-minute warning as far as when I'm about to grade the homework. Kev Cave says it doesn't matter anyways. Ebon is hacking the spinner for the raffle. Yeah, Ebon's won twice in a row now. So that's $25 cash. But yeah, make sure that you check out the Penny Boys raffle area so you can win some cash too. So Michael says it depends on the play and how much is invested. Thank you, Zachary, stopping in to show some support. So Michael says usually aim for 3 to 1. So 3 risk to 1 reward. Boosted says right now my risk to reward ratio is 2 to 1. Typically with my stop losses set and my take profit, I'm able to stay ahead and in the green for the most part. But I am aware of the changes in the market. And yeah, so Michael is correct. Michael, what's your Discord name? Michael is correct. You can change it up every so often. Like I've done 2 to 1, I've done 1 to 2, I've done 1 to 1. I really base it off of the market, like Boosted said. If the market's like super red, like right now, or like a lot of indecision going on, like recently with the election and COVID and all that, I might do a risk to reward ratio that is a little bit more less risky, I guess, if that makes sense. Whereas if we're in a super green market, like in, I think it was like March or May or whatever, but when everything, like you could invest in anything, you would have made money. Maybe I'll have a little bit more on the reward side because everything's just going up. The chances of you, making that 20% profit or 30% profit is a lot more than it is like now, where things are usually just running up 10% and then going back down again. New goal 1 to 1, but before it was more risk than reward ratio. Now accept losses, and that's really smart. Agent Penguin is to accept those losses. That is part of the game. It's all about making sure that you have a risk reward ratio set up so that your losses are on the smaller side and that your wins are more than your losses overall. Michael's no whammies. That's what it was, right? No whammies 36. Boosted said Ebon is no longer allowed to win the spinner until another person wins 2 times in a row. That's funny. And Ebon says, just give me the $100 win and I'll stop. Yeah, so we do that $100 at the end of the month, and all the tickets so each week is $25, and they reset. So if if it's the end of the month, you still have the same amount of chance of winning that week's raffle as anyone else. But the month's raffle are always combined as far as the tickets go. What's up, Vika? Kev Cave says, infinite risk, infinite reward. No stop losses. All right, so that is that. Let's go into the question of the day, or the homework. Why shouldn't you be asking all the time? So why should you not be asking all the time? What's the target for stock XYZ or alert XYZ, or why are we all selling XYZ here, or are we holding? Why don't you do that? There are many reasons why. F Torres 3906 says we should not be asking because we now know how the risk to reward ratio works. Also, not everything is cut and dry for everyone, as there are different levels of risk different people will be willing to take. So the risk reward ratio would apply differently to each person according to their preference. As you see, just here in our chat here, so Agent Penguin says they're doing a 1-to-1 ratio. I personally am right now doing a 1-to-1 ratio. Boost is doing a 2-to-1. The Gadget's doing a 3-to-1. So everyone's different. So Joss asks, how's the tea? Is it peach? I think it's like ginger and something peach maybe. It's pretty good though. But yes, everyone's risk reward ratio is different. So no one knows where you're selling. Where someone else is selling might not be the same thing as where you should be selling. Like if I'm selling at 45 cents, maybe I got in at 30 cents and maybe you're in at 40 cents. So if I'm like, yeah, I'm selling, then you're going to be selling for a much less of a profit than I am. So for me, I'm already at my 10% profit. That's why I'm selling. So I wouldn't be asking, are we all selling this? Maybe ask, like, is there any news or any technical reasons why this might go down from here? That's a good question. But saying, are we selling? It just doesn't really make sense because everyone sells. Everyone's different. Everyone's plan is different. We're not playing follow the leader here. We're learning how to trade. We're learning how to be your own trader and how to use the alerts as guides, and kind of like you would like a stock screener or a stock scanner. But ultimately, like the goal here in PBU is to be able to know what you are doing, not what everyone else is doing. Imagine Ching says, you're not supposed to play follow the leader. You're supposed to have your own risk reward plan and do your own due diligence to make those decisions. And Imagine Ching is 100% correct. One way of doing that, of having your own risk reward ratio and knowing when to sell and all that good stuff, is due diligence, your own due diligence. You can go into our PBU class number 11 and 12, where we go over how FinViz works. We go over how investing.com and Investopedia works. We go over a bunch of different free trading sites out there that you can use to do due diligence and kind of like make your own decisions based off of what you think might be happening in the market. But also, it's also very good to just be aware of what's going on in the chats, as far as the Penny Boys chat goes, as far as the alert info goes, as far as the alert channels go. But ultimately, you want to be able to get to the point where we can all do our own due diligence and kind of make the decisions based off of your decision, not based off somebody else's. That's funny. Michael says we'll all be penny men and women before long, as opposed to penny boys and gals. The vodka adds the peach to it. Peach vodka. All right, so No Whammies says several reasons why you should be asking those questions. First, all the targets are available in the alert bot section of the Discord. And that is 100% correct. So if you go up to alert bot info right here underneath the retirement alerts, you can look up any alert. You can just press exclamation point OA, and you can look up let's see, let's say you want to look up auto. So you can just look up auto, and then boom, auto comes up. So now you know what their targets are. Maybe it's not your target, but now you know what their targets are. You don't have to ask all the time, because you can just go right in here. If you don't know how it works, you just go to the pin messages, and it has all the different types of things that you can look up, and it'll show you the targets, the entry, when it was alerted, by who it was alerted, what the current price is, how the percent change between now and then, and even some notes on it. So that's how you can find out what their target is. But once again, that might not be your target. Like for instance, KNDI, the target here was $6.49. I personally sold it at $7. So and I got in like way above. I got in. I saw it. And I looked at myself just in due diligence. I'm like, all right, I got in like around like $6.25. Sold at $7. I was happy. But totally different than this. So if I'm asking you, when are you guys selling? And they say, oh, well, $6.49, I wouldn't make that much money. So everyone's different. No Whammy says, second, it should be a price target and a stop loss target that you personally are comfortable with and that fits your trading plan. And third, taking profits is a personal decision based off of your own comfort level and risk tolerance. Every trader should develop a buy-in method and an exit plan, because every trader is different. We should all play the alerts differently, ideally. And we all have different portfolio sizes. We all have different buy-ins. Like maybe I saw the alert 2 days ago, you saw it today, and I have an average of $2.35. You have an average of $2. So we're all, everyone's different. We're all selling at different prices. We're all buying at different prices. We have different schedules. Maybe I don't want to trade during after, or I can't trade during after hours or pre-markets. So for me, my target might be different than yours because there might be news coming out during after hours or whatever it may be. Everyone plays these alerts differently. Let's see what people are saying. Oh yeah, and Boosted said my number one reason I have it in my trading plan is to stay away from Chinese. Yeah, a lot of people don't. Chinese stocks are just like different stock markets in general, different types of stocks, like maybe shipping stocks like GLBS. Some people like to stay away from certain types of stocks. Like GLBS is shipping stock. Those like to do those reverse splits. Can be kind of risky. Maybe some people don't want to get into the Chinese market. Those are sometimes kind of risky. Whatever it may be. Some people don't like the COVID stocks because they don't know, they don't like the uncertainty. Whatever it may be, everyone, as far as diversification goes, you can diversify in so many different ways. So that is the homework. We did go over all this, right? Yeah. All right, cool. So really quickly, just so you do know, in order to get to these classes, in case you are brand new, you just go to the PBU trading class. You just click the class that you want to go to. You press So in order to get into these classes, you go to the trading class area, which is right here, PBU trading class. And then you click the class you want to go to. And then it'll bring it up. You got this handout. You have the homework, which brings up the homework. You have your trading video, which will bring up the video. And the video kind of goes over the handout in a little bit more detail as well. But the handouts are really good as far as just getting the homework done. Just some people like to read. Like some people learn better when they're reading. Some people learn better when they're just listening to a video. That's why I put both types of methods out there. Just like everyone's a different trader, everybody learns differently. So, you can do either or. That's that. Let me get rid of that. If you are trying to find out what a stocks sector is, one way to look it up is on FinViz. So you can go to FinViz, you can look up the stock that you're looking for. So for instance, Apple. Then right here in the bottom underneath the chart, it'll tell you it's a technology stock, consumer electronics. It's from USA. Because, like Boosted said, maybe you don't want to get into certain stocks in from certain areas. So you can, oops, I just clicked that by accident. So you can go into that. Like we went over in the FinViz before, you can look up stocks based off a sector. You can also look it up based off of industry. Based off the country. You can also go to investing.com. And you can go to, let's say, Apple. Once again. And then you click Apple. And then you go to the profile area. You just click profile. And then right here, industry. I'll tell you the industry, the sector, the amount of employees if you want to know that. And it gives you a little, detail of how what the stock is, how it works. Or you can also go onto Webull. Webull has a profile area as well, right next to where the comments are. Or you can go to StockBot. And StockBot is really cool because you can just press !bio. And let's say you want to look up what NIO, what type of, what they're all about. You just press bio, and then boom, it tells you everything about the stock, or not everything about the stock. It tells you what kind of company the stock is. That's a cool little feature as well in the StockBot area. You got to pin messages, and this has a little link to all the different types of commands that you can use. And that's in StockBot, which is different than AlertBot Info. AlertBot Info is for looking up alerts, like past alerts like this. And then if you go into the channels, like the like KNDI or PBU channels, which is where we just talk about popular alerts, I also put in the bio as well in there. So if you can go to pin messages, you'll see the bio as well. So like for auto, pin messages, the bio, you have the alert. That's a cool little feature. Display capture. Do we have any questions for now? Josh asks, where are the quizzes? So the quizzes, oops, let me bring up my screen again. The quizzes are, so you go to PBU trading class. So for every 2 classes, there's a quiz and a live stream. This is a live stream. So for instance, you go to class number 1. If you are new to PBU and you might not be able to catch up, I would at the very least just do class 1 and 2 and then wait for the reset, because we do reset these classes at the end of the 3 months. So you can go to class 1, you do class 2, and then there's a quiz. So I posted a quiz with the live stream of that week. So you have class number 4, class number 3, class number 4, then you have the quiz for 3 and 4, then you have class number 5, 6, then you have the quiz right here. Delete that, get that out of there. So yeah, you have a quiz, and the same thing is going to happen here. So you have your class 13, 14. When I post the the stream, I'll also post the quiz as well. And if you are new as well, make sure you check out the PBU Learning Center. We have a bunch of cool little stuff here. This is kind of just random trading tips, tricks. We have 8,000 different stock trading terms. You don't know what something means. We have some videos that Big Quench makes. We have a link to my YouTube channel, which I'd appreciate if y'all subscribe to. That'd be awesome. We have some more videos. It shows you how to use a Webull Cash account without, how to use your funds the right way as far as day trading goes in order to be able to day trade as much as you like without 25K in your account, and all of other good stuff. All right, what do we got? What else do we have? About 2 of those. Maybe this one. No. In the PBU trading class, Michael is explaining where the classes or the quizzes are. Neo has been absolutely, Boost is right. Neo's been killing it recently. But always be careful. Just because the stock's going up doesn't, look at Tesla. Everyone's like, oh, Tesla's going to go after that reverse split. Everyone's like, oh, Apple and Tesla is going to go back to where they were trading at. And look at them now. So you never know. The stock market's weird. Just because people are saying something, just because you think something, doesn't mean it's going to happen. A company can be the best company in the world, but if people aren't willing to buy it, it's not going to go up. So this is how, in order for a stock to go up, people have to buy the stock. Josh asks, can I go back and take the quizzes, or do I have to start over? If you don't have to start over. But you can go back and take them. Like whatever you haven't done, you can go back. It's not like you can do quiz 1, like quiz 1 today, and it'll still count. I don't grade them until we get to the end of the classes, like the end of the I guess semester, if you want to call it. I will halt all the quizzes. We'll do some live streams going over all the homeworks and stuff, and then I will halt them and make them so that they're due in theory. But I'll give you guys a heads up before that happens. But right now, they're not due for another month or so. So you guys can catch up as much as you like. And Nikki is 100% correct. Make sure you put an emoji. Thanks for reminding me, Nikki. And it gets you some tickets for that. Make sure you put an emoji next to the quizzes that you do. So once you're done with the quiz, just go into the Discord. Boom. So let's say you did quiz number 6, right? So you finished it, got 100% hopefully. You just go in there and you put a little emoji, and that way that you completed the quiz, so that you don't have to or you just take it, or just write it down like in a notebook or whatever. Quiz number 6 completed, whatever it may be. Just keep track of your own quizzes to see if you did or did not get them correct, or did or did not get them done. And if you don't, if you want, you can just scroll over and it'll tell you, if you did emoji or not. On the phone, it will tell you all of them. I'm not exactly sure how to look it up on the desktop, but on the phone you'll be able to see all 10 people who emojied. What quiz is graded? Yeah, so the quizzes are not graded yet. I wait until the end of the semester to grade all the quizzes. That way, it's people who, if someone joined today and they had the time and they want to catch up, do all 14 classes and all the quizzes, they can still do it. I don't want to people are, joining. They're spending their hard-earned money on these classes. I want to, I want to give everyone the same chance to get the quizzes done. Yeah, Vika's right. You can also just write down a notebook. You don't have to emoji it. You can just do it the old-fashioned way. That being said, we will be going over next class. Speaking of notebooks, we'll be going over first of all, we'll be making our own trading plan. So we'll be making our own PBU trading plan, and there'll be a lot that goes into that. And as far as that goes, we'll also be going over like note taking and spreadsheets. So I'll be giving you some blank, what's it called? I'll be giving you a blank spreadsheet like that you can fill in, a template. There we go. I'll be giving you a template for making your plan, for making, just for note taking, for keeping up to date with your plays. That being said, there also is one in, I keep forgetting to do that. There we go. There also is one in the PBU Learning Center. If you go, let me go back to the bottom. All right, so I think it's like 4 posts up. So right here, Poog's Revenge spreadsheet. So this is a spreadsheet that's blank, and that you can, fill in whatever you want. It's basically it's a blank template that you can use. He did explain it at one point. I personally don't know how this works. It's a lot. I'll be giving you guys one that's a little bit less complicated because that's a lot. Yeah, template. Josh was right. Yeah. Any questions? Any questions about PBU? About anything in general? We're at like 46 minutes. I don't want these to go too long for those who are not live. I'll be doing another options stream, like beginning options for beginners kind of stream later on in the either this weekend or next week, maybe tomorrow if you guys are around. Yeah, I'm not a math person, Kev K, but that spreadsheet looks like a lot. I bet you once you get the hang of it, it's like, it's just like anything. Like it looks complicated, and then once you figure it out, it's not. But yeah, I'm more of a fast thinker, not a vast thinker. Kev Cave gets it. All right, so if you are, this is a question for tickets. First one to answer gets a ticket. If you are a fast thinker, you are not patient, and you have a lot of time in your day to trade. So you're not working 9 to 5. And you are not patient. Which alerter maybe should you be a little bit heavier in as far as your diversification goes? As far as that stream, I mean, honestly, I don't even know if I'm going to be doing the stream tomorrow or not. I got a few meetings tomorrow with the PB Penny Boys crew, so if I do have time, I'm going to do it. I actually have a video, so if you go to, what did I say? Yes, so Ebon is correct. Ebon, again. Ebon just really wants that raffle ticket. Yeah, Ebon's correct. It's Big Quench. Big Quench does the quicker plays. If you are impatient, you might have a hard time with Lee's plays. Lee's plays are longer plays. If you have no patience, you might struggle with his plays. He has a lot of patience. He can hold a play for 3 months and just not even worry about it. He can watch a play just go down, and he'll just keep accumulating. He doesn't. Some people just can't do that. I can't do that. I'm not. I personally just get into like 1 or 2 of his plays. The rest I get into big quenches. So yeah, so big quenches would be better for you if you're impatient. You have a lot of time to trade, and you are a fast thinker. If you're a vast thinker, maybe you work at 9 to 5. Your best bet might be lease plays or retirement plays because they're a little bit on the longer side. No, you did say Austin, but Ebon said it first. Wait, where did Ebon's post go? I think he said it first. Oh, I lied. Nope, Boosted said it first. I didn't see yours up there. No, wait, no, Boosted did not say it first. No, Ebon said it first. Yeah. Steven Ebon is day trade Quench, and then Boosted right underneath is Austin. Yep, Ebon won. You want with that fast internet. Yeah, and you could probably, like Vika says, you can practice that patience. Just but some people just don't have it. Some people have it, some people don't. Um, and it's good to be able to know what you are and what you do and don't have, what you are and are not good at, what you might struggle with, what might be your strength and weakness, and just accept it and just kind of go off of that. And so yeah, what was I saying before that? Oh, I have no idea now. That caught me off guard. True story. I wait 2 weeks at first and take 2 to 5% at best, and then 2 weeks later, Lee posts 100% runner because I got too early. That was me for a while too with Lee. I was getting into a lot of Lee's plays, and I'd be like, all right, I waited 3 weeks or whatever. Like, I got 5%. I'm sick of watching this go up and down. I'll sell, and then I'll just wait. And 2 weeks later, next thing you know, Lee's like, yep, 100% profit off of this alert. I'm like, should have waited. So that's why I only get one or two of his plays. That way I can put them aside, wait for that big win, and then in the meantime I'm trading the other 4 or 5 plays that are keeping me preoccupied. So I'm not getting all emotional and FOMO or whatever on Lee's alerts. So yeah, Subby Snack's 100% correct. I was gonna say something about the Discord. What was it? I feel like it was important too. Oh well. I'm just looking at the Discord really quick to see if it reminds me of what I was going to say. I don't know. Oh well. I'll think of it later. I'll post it in the PBU chat. Any other questions? I remember. All right. So if you go to YouTube or whatever. Actually, you're already on my channel since you're watching this video. But speaking of options, that's funny. This is a picture of me with the smoothie. I have some videos on options trading. I have one here on the Greeks somewhere. Where is it? Well, there's a video in here on the Greeks and how here it is. The Greeks and options trading, implied volatility in options. I have a few options for beginners, or hedging in options. What is a call? And my newest one I posted 2 hours ago is how the delta works in options trading. I'll be making a bunch of this is like a little 2 minute 18 second video. I'm making a bunch of little 2 minute, 1 minute videos just going over some different things as far as options as some more advanced stuff goes, and even some less advanced stuff as well. So make sure to check those out. Give that page a subscribe if you like. Up to you. If I do get enough subscribers eventually, I do plan on trying to do some giveaways and stuff. Like give away some stock books and stuff like that. Might be fun. I really want to get some merch going on. I don't know if that get some Penny Boys merch, maybe like a PBU graduate sweatshirt or something with everyone's name on the back or something like that. That might be cool. A play, that's actually a good idea. I might do it. That's good, Josh. I'll get a options playlist for that YouTube actually. And there is a playlist for trading classes as well as some trading tips as well in that YouTube. Kevin Caves is monetized. I have no idea how monetizing on YouTube even works, honestly. I imagine you'd have a couple, 1,000 or subscribers or something like that, 100,000 or so. I know podcasts are a little bit better as far as that goes, like a hat with tassels. All right, so last call for questions. Any kind of questions. It could be options questions. It could be anything. If I don't know it. But if I do, then I'll try to answer it. If I don't know, I'll try to get someone who does, because we do have a lot of great PBU guides, as well as Premium Pro members, as well as just our moderators and administrators who can. You need 1K subs, just 1,000. Where am I at right now? I'm at 968. So you guys, there's a couple of you guys who want to subscribe. I'm at 968. Just need a few more. 200 hours of content. Oof. Oh, with these streams, that's an hour each. Just need 200 more streams. Yeah. What came first, the stock or the market? Probably the market, I would assume. That's a great question, Boosted. Like, how was the stock market invented? Somebody just wanted to make some money, make some bread. The new options videos you're posting live only. So the ones that are my YouTube are out there for the public. Eventually, I'll also be doing some like live streams as well in the Discord. I can record those. I can like record a version of it. Like I can make like a version of like what I'm going over in the Discord, is make a video of it and put it in the on the YouTube as well. How many raffle tickets do I get if I open a few email accounts and get you over that 1K subs? You know what? You can definitely get some raffle tickets for doing that. I won't say no to that. It's like bribing for raffle tickets. But you know, that being said, Ebon's probably gonna win anyway, so. I'm kidding. No, I do not rig the raffles. I am happy when people from PBU, like Penny Boys University, wins. But tattoos, what, like a Penny Boys tattoo? I'm not gonna, I don't want anyone to get a tattoo of Penny Boys. What about the advanced PBU? Is that coming out? Do you have an idea on the content requirements? So PBU Advanced is going. So basically, we're going to have like the PBU, which is this like what we're doing right now is PBU. Once that's over, it's reset. And the nice thing about that is I don't have to make the classes anymore, because I'm just going to be like kind of recycling them, as well as I'll be doing new live streams for those who are just joining or whatever. But because I won't be having to make those classes, I'll be making some PBU Advanced classes. Might be like a month. It's gonna be like kind of the same thing as this PBU, but we'll be going over, instead of psychology and how the Discord works, we'll be going over options. We'll be going over different types of candle pattern plays, like advanced FinBiz stuff. There's advanced trading in general. Might do like a month or so. And like I'll make videos for those. Make the same deal. It'll be like unlisted, so people in PBU Advanced can get access to them. And just kind of go from there. So it'll be like the same thing as PBU, but for advanced traders, and it'll be for only available to them as well. What, the duck tattoo? Don't do that. Oh man, make some bread tattoo. That'd be hilarious. Yeah, I would love to get like some merch going on. If you guys like get the merch, like maybe like take a picture or whatever, then get some tickets or do a giveaway or something like that. Give away some merch. I don't know. I have no idea how all that works, but it's definitely. I mean, would you guys be interested in that kind of stuff, like PBU, not PBU, but like Penny Boys in general stuff, like merch going on, some giveaways and things like that? Can we do the PBU classes again if we want? Yeah, of course. Yeah, yeah, you can. Yeah, the PBU class will be available to everybody in PBU, and if you're in Penny Boys Advanced, you will or PBU graduate, you will still have access to everything Penny Boys University related. So you'll still have access to the Learning Center, to all the old classes. I mean these classes, you'll have access to all that. My raffles for every duck tattoo you get. All right. No, I think that's what it is. Squishy yachts. PBU swag. I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be cool. I would love to do a like I was saying before, one with all the names of everyone who is in PBU, like there's like track meets or whatever, like the crew meets that they do. But yeah, any other questions? After this, I'll be going into the PBU chat, just to chat. Also, if you guys want, just in general, I'm not saying right now, I know it's getting on the later side, but we do have, let me make sure, yeah, we do have so we have the Dad's House area, which we know about, and we have the free live stream area, but we also have the lounge. I'm not going to click it right now because I think it'll mess up the stream, but the lounge is a voice chat where everyone can chat. Like, so if whereas like the free live stream and the Dad's House, only the administrators can like talk in it. the lounge, anyone can talk. And so like throughout the trading day, if you just want to like chat with other people in, who know things about trading, it might be easier than typing everything out. You can just go in there and just chat. We're gonna try to get that a little more happening as the weeks go on. Get some more chats going on in there. Just you can ask questions or just hang out, get to know the crew, the Penny Boys crew, community. The options purchases, if the purchase is red or green, is there a reason in Robinhood? I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. I mean, it does show you like how the option has done on the day. I think next to like what the option is, like it'll show you if it's like if it went 100% that day, if it went down, kind of like a stock. The stock will show you if it's up. You can say like green 80%, red, it's in the red 20%, like before you get into it. So it'll show you how it did on the day. Or maybe it's or it could just be like one's like a call, one's a put, or one's buying, one's selling the call, one's selling, or the buyer call and one's buying one's buying the put or call, and one's selling the put and call. We can go over once in PBU Advanced. We'll go over the difference between buying and selling a call and buying and selling a put and all that in the bid buy screen. Let's see. Bid buy screen. Make sure that you also check out those social media pages, but especially the YouTube one, while I look this up real quick. Yeah, once PBU is over and I have more time, I'm going to be posting a bunch of stuff on the Instagram and on Twitter, like little tips, tricks, free alerts and stuff. Trade options. Oh yeah, it just so that it's red. It's red on the day. Like so, like right now, like the 119 call on Apple November 20th is down 9%. It's red, whereas the put is up 2% and it's green. So that just means it's up or down on the day. I am currently in TTOO. Yeah, these are the stocks that I'm in right now. So I'm in MYT, TTOO, Auto, ZNGA, AMWL, ADXS, and EVFM. I'm using a $1,000 account. I just decided to do like a fun little challenge to myself to put $1,000 in my account 3 weeks ago and see what I can do with it, using what we learned here in Penny Boys University. Right now I'm actually in, so $1,000 account, $100 is 10%. So for me that's 100% in. So right now I'm 100% in all these plays. I went a little bit quick on the buys for some of these. The reason being I have no day trades left until like Wednesday. So on the off chance that they do pop, I didn't want to risk averaging down on the day and then having it pop that day. So I went a little bit crazy in my day trades with some options trading, but worst case scenario I stop out my 10%. Hopefully best case scenario I'll make profit on the 10%, and I might change that to 7% depending on what the market's like tomorrow, just in general with all these COVID news. Take care, Lawrence. Yeah, as far as those, Josh, as far as Subi SNCK, as far as what are you looking for, green or red? It really depends on. It doesn't really. You're not really looking for one or the other. Just like a stock in general, you might buy a stock that's red in the day. You might buy a stock that's green in the day. It depends on the stock and the strike price, and the option in general. And like Boosted just said. Yeah, I did that 6 months ago. Yeah, options are super, super, super complicated. But we definitely will go over it. I would definitely check that learning center, Josh. there are a bunch of videos that Big Quench made on options as well. But yeah. Cue the music, a little outro music. All right, thank you all for tuning in. Like I said, I'll be in the PBU chat. If you guys want, I can just do a quick little options mini stream now for you guys who are still around. I'll do it in the Discord. You can do it in the lounge even, so you guys can talk if you want. We can do it in Dad's house, whatever you guys feel like. I'll just go over some of the basics. But yeah, so y'all take care. Thanks for joining. Make sure to subscribe to that YouTube page, and practice. Figure out really quick. Make sure that you figure out what your risk reward ratio might be, and just kind of go over all the past classes like in your head, like what we went over. And because next week we're going to be making a plan based on everything that we went over in the past classes, so be prepared for that. And I hope that you all make some bread.